Hey folks, I just wanted to show you, do a little video to show you how I water my plants. I've gotten a lot of compliments on them over the last couple of years since I've been in my studio. I've never really been a green thumb, although I'm learning. My grandpa was more of the green thumb, so I'm trying to dig into the roots and learn a little bit. But in the past I've done pots with the water reservoir at the bottom. I water them usually too much. That water reservoir then overflows, it gets on the floor, those sorts of things. So I've been more cautious, but I haven't felt like it's the best move. I do know that a lot of people take their plants, they'll put them in the shower or in the sink and really soak them through. But being in the studio, not having a sink close by, I have developed another technique. So I'm not sure how much you can see here, but there's a bit of a gap where the soil has kind of pulled away from the side and it's really dry. Probably drier than I should have let it be. Unexpectedly dry there. But we're gonna change that right quick. So basically what I'm doing here is taking a 5-gallon bucket. I took some sticks and put them across to brace it, and then I put the pot directly on it. One of the other things about taking your pots and your plants and putting them in the sink or the shower is that it's a lot of weight. And once you get even more weight in it with the water, it becomes a little cumbersome for a plant this size. So it's a little easier to just put it down on top of the bucket, bring the bucket to where you need it to go. Wait till they get pretty dry. I do this probably, I would say, every once a week in the summer when it's pretty warm. You can probably get away with every 3 weeks or so in the winter when it's a little cooler. But this plant particularly was probably half as big. It was only one stalk. And it was doing just fine, but not great. But as soon as I moved in here, it's been probably about a year and a half maybe, it has shot up in height and it has sprouted branches, which I didn't even really know was possible from just being on stock. So it's doing really well. It's really thriving. So what I do is I just take a 5-gallon bucket of water and just fill it right up. I usually go directly to the top and just put as much in there as possible. And the thing about it is that really what this is doing is soaking it to its fullest. You'll see a lot of bubbles coming out, which means there was a lot of air in there, and it's just really permeating the soil and getting to all possible areas in the soil. And then the water just drains directly through to the bottom. I'm still trying to figure out how the best way to get it to stream straight down. One of the problems is that whether the roots or the soil's there, it kind of clogs the hole up and it'll kind of spread the water all over the place. So you can kind of want to watch that because it can kind of go over the floor or it'll hit the sticks and kind of drain off. But really, you just do this a couple of times and make sure it's thoroughly soaked, and then let it sit for quite a while until it stops dripping. I usually do have one of the water reservoirs just in case, just to catch any smaller water that's still coming through, so I don't have to let it sit here for too long and put it back in the window. I do this with all my plants pretty regularly, like I said, about once a week in the summer. And they're doing all great. I've actually taken several plants from friends of mine who have plants that aren't doing very well, usually plants that I've actually given them, and brought them back here, repotted them, applied this technique, and they're thriving. They're doing really great, lots of new growth, they're loving it. So hopefully I can give those plants back to my friends and that growth will still be happening and kind of give them some pointers. The main reason I'm showing you this is that I love this technique, but moving it, like I said, moving any potted plant, especially one this size, is very cumbersome and it can be kind of dangerous. And I'm trying to develop, I'm working on developing and designing a plant stand that won't need you to move it. So stay tuned for that in future videos. I'm going to hopefully walk you guys through how I'm doing that and what I'm working on. Yeah, give this a try if you like it, or let me know if you like it. And thanks for watching.